Nick, I think we need to have a little talk.
Oh, that never starts good.
Yeah.
What
I'm
about?
starting to have a little bit of an epiphany.
An epiphany?
Yes.
Is this like the moon thing?
Kinda is.
Okay.
I think we've gave the old Bigfoot too hard of a time. I'm starting to
Oh, really?
starting to have some feelings about it, Nick.
What kind of feelings?
I think he might be out there.
You know, me too.
Oh no!
I know. We have probably been wrong.
We might have been wrong. Listen,
We might have been wrong. First time ever.
I'm not gonna say that we're never wrong. I'm gonna say we typically misled,
Right.
but
But
there might be something to this whole Bigfoot thing.
Bigfoot's real.
Listen, hey, I never thought I would admit this. So we started watching this show, right?
Right.
Expedition Bigfoot.
Right. Which I blame you.
I blame Jeremy. I blame Jeremy.
I blame Jeremy too. But it's indirect because I don't know Jeremy personally. But so I'm passing it up the chain. So you guys have done this to me and you've done it to yourself.
I tell you, I'm looking up something now because I'm super. How far did you make it?
Episode 7 of season 1.
Oh, you're right at the end.
Oh, we talked about this briefly. There is one thing that you were wrong about last time.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, but the guy you didn't like, it was RPG, right?
Whoever the very first guy was.
Yeah, that I know everything there is to know about Bigfoot.
That guy.
All that stuff. He didn't even make it through 60% of the first episode.
Was it the first one?
It was the first episode. He didn't even make it through 60% of that. He woke up in the morning and didn't have his Wheaties and he was gone. He lasted exactly one night.
Well, here's the thing.
Right?
It felt like multiple episodes when I watched it. Okay.
It wasn't my favorite either. I could tell in the car. I don't think he's used to being around people.
No.
At least not strangers.
Here's the thing. I think it happens with all of us, right? Like if you're a ghost person and every single thing you tell me is it's a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a ghost guy. Listen, I love me some ghost stories.
Oh, yeah.
Not everything can be a ghost, you know?
Right. Right. You know what I think it is?
What?
Is I wouldn't want to be the guy. Let's say there's 4 of us and we're all ghost guys.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to be the guy going in there saying, I'm the expert on ghosts and I know everything there is to know about ghosts and all these other people are going to learn from me.
Right.
Because
that's the way it should be.
I felt he was acting.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. It should be that it's like I tell people all the time, right? We're learning about this stuff every day. There's no one that's a expert. We're all students. So I mean, look at us just a year ago. He's like, yeah, Bigfoot. Okay. Yep. Here's some stories about
Bigfoot dumb. I hope you don't remember that.
Well, you're on season 1. I'm on season 3. I'm almost.
You said season 2 was spectacular.
Oh, season 2 is amazing.
Right.
Amazing. I'm still at the beginning of season 3, but I've been so busy. I came back from vacation. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance. Here's the thing though. On Discovery Channel, the next season's coming out August 14th.
How many seasons are there right now?
I think there's 6 on my system. Are they on seasons? I'm going to look it up. I'm super curious.
I got a lot to watch.
Yes, you got to catch up. You got to catch up 100%.
Right.
I think this is season 7. I think.
I'll try to do season 2 this week in between stuff if I can.
Yes. Yes. Season 7's coming out.
Oh, man. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Listen, they're 40 some minutes an episode. That's the biggest problem for me. When we was on vacation, I had time. So I did season 1, 2, and then I started on 3.
Yeah.
Season 2 by far my favorite so far.
Right. I'm looking forward to that because season 1 I thought was pretty good. Do they end up adding or removing people or? So
yes and no. The same core people will be there, but as you know, the one guy left. I don't know exactly where in season 1 it is. Have they brought the new person in yet?
Yeah, they did, because I think there's only one more episode in season 1. I think there's only 8 in the first season.
There is. Yeah. Is his name Russ?
Yeah, that's it.
I love Russ. That dude is dope.
It seems to me I've seen him or heard him somewhere before.
Here's the thing that I like about Russ. Like prime example, we go paranormal hunting. The first thing we say is, well, I don't know if that was a ghost.
Right.
Russ is kind of the same way.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I get the names mixed up. Russ is my favorite right now.
Yeah, that's the dope guy, right?
Yeah, he's like no nonsense.
No nonsense. Like, just I think he's in the army or something, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that dude is dope. He's by far my favorite. By far.
Yeah. When someone has to go out and be somewhere, he's that guy. Like he was climbing cliffs on his own. Well, on his own, the camera people were with him because when he fell off the cliff, they were like, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like he's not really on his own, but
no. In fact, it might be season 2. One of the cameramen falls down a cliff.
Oh.
Yeah. And hurts his leg, and then he can't continue on. It's kind of sad.
He becomes bait.
Bigfoot bait.
Yeah. They use the primatologist as bait in one part, and she was like out there sitting on her own. She's like, I don't know how I feel about being bait.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till you get to season 2. I think it's season 2 or it's the beginning of season 3. I can't remember, but they put a primate hormone in drones and drop it in the area.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, it's kind of genius. If you go hunting, what do? You put a little something out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm hooked on it. I just got to get through these pods.
I am too. I don't know how all these years I've slept on this.
You know what it is? There's so many different shows, and most of them don't quite hold up.
Yeah, if there's 600 shows on Discovery Plus, 300 of them are shark, 400, 300 are Bigfoot.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that. Like,
it's always amazing to me, though. It's like when I find something new, I start researching. So I get really curious about, because this one's a hard one for me. Of all the different things we covered, this has been the hard one for me.
Right. Well, we spent 3 years laughing at it, for the most part.
But it was the stories.
Yeah, it was. A lot of the stories are foolish. Really. That
Except
first one that I told there.
Except for that war one. That war one was kind of...
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think it was the Bigfoot War of 1855, I think.
Yeah, with the native tribes. I forget what their name was. But it was the English and the natives sort of attacking it from different angles. That was pretty cool. So we're converted. We're not the only ones. Like you said, when you get into something, you start researching it.
Mm-hmm.
And I come across this article of famous people who are rabid believers in Bigfoot.
Rabid believers?
Yeah. So here, this is just a small bunch of them, but people who are like openly talking about Bigfoot a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember on TV, Superman Dean Cain?
Oh, yeah. I love Dean Cain.
Yeah, he was a good Superman. Rob Lowe.
Oh, wow.
Parks and Recreation and From the Stand. Megan Fox.
What?
Yeah. She is openly talking about Bigfoot fairly often. Matt LeBlanc from Friends.
Our friends. I'll be there for you.
Yeah, and they're there for Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I left this one for last because this one surprises me a little bit. Survivor Man Les Stroud.
Really?
He is a very big believer and fan of Bigfoot.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Well,
he doesn't give me that
someone
vibe.
who's out in nature all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I figured it. I wouldn't assume that someone like that would be like, yeah, there's some Bigfoot out there.
Well, he believes. Maybe he's seen one.
Yeah.
I should have looked more into that.
I don't know. I mean, he is out in the wilderness all the time. So
yeah, that one surprised me. But that's just like a short list of people who speak about it frequently. There's a ton of others.
Well, when we did that episode, I just looked it up. It was Bigfoot War of 1855. There was a lot of little things in that where I'm like, that's kind of hard to not believe per se.
Right.
Because there's so much
recorded from two different people.
Right. Exactly. So when you look at that, you really have to lean back and go, it's like we talk about all the time. It's patterns. You see it here, you see it there. The problem was the very first story we did. What was it? Olson? What was the guy's name?
I can't remember now, but it sounded absurd.
That one was a rough one for me. That one was rough. And, it's already kind of difficult for me. Albert Osterman.
Yeah. But, when I think back about it now, if these things are like ape-like intelligence, that stuff could happen.
It could.
Because they're very curious.
It could. But if that's the first story that you become accustomed to,
right,
you go, come on, man. You got to weigh by. The hardest part for me was he got away by giving him chewing tobacco. For me,
right.
Like if
that's
I want
almost like something that would be written into a movie or something.
Oh yeah. It's like if I want to believe in something, I want it to be a little bit credible. If that, not saying the guy's not credible, and it was a long time ago. I don't know. For me, it's a little hard pressed right now. I actually did some research because I wanted to look at accounts where I'm like, that's weird, but credible, and they're known. I feel like
we
this
did cover one, but not from that angle. The
we
Valley
did
of the Headless Man.
Correct. And we just talked about there's Bigfoot sightings there.
All the time. In fact, the mysterious tribe that the natives talk about that live deep in the national park.
Yep.
They're basically describing them just like Bigfoot.
Wow. I found this story. I find it pretty interesting. I kind of want to do it for my podcast too, but I probably won't because I don't think I can get enough to make it worthwhile. But I'll go through the story and then we'll kind of convene on it. But it was December of 1969, Snowy Hill, Bossburg, Washington.
Okay.
There was a trail that appeared. Not left by deer or bear, but something else, something massive, 17-inch long, wide, deep, and 1 foot that was twisted. The foot was mangled.
That's the prints they were seeing?
One good footprint, one mangled. Locals called it Cripple foot.
Cripple foot?
Yes. So a lot of people will call it the Bossburg Cripplefoot tracks. And it was found the dead of winter. These prints, they weren't just big, but they were anatomically deformed. So what happened is, at least this is what they say, right? So in this area, it's a Canadian border too. So it's like butted up. US. So you get partial credit for this, Nick, in Canada land.
Yeah. It's all at west, though, isn't it? Yeah. All that stuff's at west.
It really is.
Yeah.
But Ivan Marks, he was a local tracker and a Bigfoot enthusiast. On December 13th, he discovered what ended up being strange. It was a line of big footprints stretching across snow for over 1,000 yards. But these weren't just large, they were also damaged. The left foot looked normal, 17 inches long, 6 inches wide at the ball. But the right foot was crooked, clubbed, heel twisted inward and the toes was misaligned.
Did it look like it was from some kind of accident, or they think it was born that way, or?
Well, they don't know. They don't know.
Right.
I'm looking
That's
for
a lot to ask out of a footprint, I guess.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I mean, we're talking 1,000 yards. If you're a Bigfoot and you got your foot crippled somehow, right? You got to think if these things are as massive as what they say they are.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say there's a trap out there of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they can go to the emergency room and get it fixed.
No. And let me tell you, if you've never come across one, a bear trap.
Oh, yeah.
Will mangle anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine this, but there's a lot of things out there that you wouldn't think can break your leg or your arm, but can. This is going to be so Canadian for me to tell you this, but a goose in the crook of its wing has a certain bone in it that if it hits you with the wing just right, it can break a femur.
Really?
Yeah, they're dangerous.
Here, I've never been scared of them, but kind of putting that, you're instilling that fear in me.
You will be.
Well, here's what's interesting. I'm going to drop a picture of this in Discord so you can see what this thing looks like. I found a little bit better version than the one I had. I feel like mine was kind of eh.
That's definitely a deformity because it's got like almost like extra bone growth and everything in it.
Well, it looks like it's someone did. This is what I had before. I don't know that I can do it because it's one of them freaking WEB files that I hate.
Oh, the WebM files?
I loathe those so much.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Same
Discord.
here, man.
Maybe Discord will let me. We'll see. Oh, it did. Okay.
I doubt it. Did it?
Yeah, sure enough. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
So if you look, it kind of shows the difference. It looks like the toes are almost broken.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're. Well, I mean, that's just drawn on there. They could be broken.
Yeah. But if you look,
it's hard to say.
They're assuming based on pressure points where those bones would lay.
Right.
I mean, it's not like we got the actual specimen, but like when you look at, I mean, that almost looks like it's like a birth thing to me, don't it? You a little bit?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because I don't think they're accounting for the two big knobs on the side of it there.
Yeah.
That looks like extra bone growth to me.
It's like a prime example. If you look at people that have like, what do they call that now? Mental deficiencies or like, I don't know. We live in a day and age where I want to be careful what I say. But the way that you figure out, like when they're in the womb, is their first finger, if they crunch it, like normally we've got the two knuckles and then it goes down.
Yeah.
They do not. So that finger only has that one lynch point in the middle of the finger. So in the toes also has something different going on with them. But we had a scare when Ella, they thought that maybe she would have had the mental deficiencies. And they asked us if we wanted to do the x-ray. And I said, it may not be a bad idea to do the x-ray just to be on the safe side from a standpoint of if we need extra medical attention or something like that when she's born. But then they said, we're looking for the 3. And she had them. So.
Oh, that's good.
But you got to sit there and wait until they do something where they're gripping something.
Oh, it's got to be nerve-wracking.
It is.
Yeah. Plus, you never know. You might do a scan in there and the foot might be 17 inches long. And then you're like, dang it. It's a Bigfoot.
It's one of them doggone big feet. But
my other theory on that, too, looking at it now, is imagine it was coming down a hill and rocks fell on its foot and crushed it.
Could be.
Like, that's my other theory with that, too, because you got toes going off every direction. You've got lumpy parts of the foot. That could be an untreated crush.
Well, what they're also saying is the way the foot landed and the prints they've got, the pressure point it shifted.
Okay.
In which that's kind of what that drawing was I was showing. If you look, that's for pressure points where, like with a human foot, when it lays down, you can see the defined area of the feet. And then there's areas that's up more. It's raised. So you don't necessarily see them.
Right.
But Marks followed the prints, filmed and documented the discovery before alerting the fellow researchers. What made the tracks so different was they showed something very few Bigfoot claims, which is an injury, a limb, and a constant deformation. Anatomically deformed, technically.
Right. Well, think about this too. If there are Bigfoot, which I think we're sort of on the side that they are now.
We're leaning.
You know what? I'm a believer now. I'm going to go right into it.
Dang, Nick going straight believer. Okay, wow.
I'm going into the woods next weekend. But if there are Bigfoot, big feet, whatever, I don't know what the plural is, big feet.
I don't know. We're still learning. Everyone tell us in the comments down below. Like, what do we call them? We're new. We're new.
What's the plural?
Nick's new. Bert's still on the edge.
Yeah. So I'm going to say if there's other Bigfoot out there, there's not very many. So their breeding stock is not high. So they could have birth defects from interbreeding.
Could be. Could be. Not somebody that is currently giving us money for this. Found some RC Cola diet, 0 RC Cola.
Do you know what RC Cola is up here?
No, what is it?
You'd only ever see it at Halloween, and it's people who didn't want to spend a lot on Halloween, so they bought RC Cola.
I love RC Cola. That's
the only time you'd ever see it.
I love RC Cola. I haven't seen it in years, though.
I love it because it's part of Halloween, but...
RC Cola, you could sponsor us. But anyway, I would put a little RC Cola over there in the corner.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, something else that was interesting was after they found it, I thought this was kind of cool. They took it to a respective anthropologist. His name was Dr. Grover Krantz from Washington State University. And you have to understand, this guy, he wasn't like a fringe believer. He was a trained scientist. He was deeply skeptical, but he's a little bit open-minded. So he gave him a little bit of a chance. He gave him a little bit of a pass. But when he examined it, he was absolutely stunned. He said, this isn't something that you carve out of wood. The right foot has a pronounced clubfoot deformity with signs of atrophy in the metatarsal region. The pressure shifts mid-stride. You can't fake that.
I'm dubious that you can't fake it, but I think you'd have to be super smart to do it.
Here's the thing, though. This is what I was going to bring up. The whole reason I picked this one, if you're trying to prove a Bigfoot's out there, you're trying to fake people out, Nick.
Right.
Are you going right to one with a deformity? Would you think that hard?
Have you ever seen The Princess Bride?
No.
There's this guy who claims to be the smartest person in the world.
Yeah.
And he gets 2 drinks out in front of him.
Yeah.
And he shuffles them, and one's got poison and one doesn't.
Okay.
And he lets the other guy, the hero of the story, choose one. And the smartest guy in the world is like, I'm the smartest guy in the world, so I wouldn't offer you the poison. I'd put the poison in front of me. But you might think that I'd do that, so I'd put it in front of you. But you might think that I'd do that to fool you, so I put it in front of me. You know, if you make it complicated enough, if you're smart enough and you make it complicated enough, people are less likely to doubt it because that's what we're doing now.
I guess, man. I don't think that most people would think that. And I mean, we're talking about a guy, he's an anthropologist. And he's saying that you can't there's no way these pressure points would shift like this with a fake. Because you got to think, you carve something out of wood, or like you're not going to make a bottom of a foot that then you would slip onto your foot to make it make sense. Because you got to have the stride right too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, here's a great example. Right now I'm dealing with sciatica pain, which sucks.
Right.
But it affects how I walk.
Yeah.
If I was a Bigfoot right now, they'd be like, man, this guy's jacked up. What's going on with him?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
The smallest things can affect your walk because even like Apple Watches can detect that.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Cause like, I got a little, like when COVID was still a thing, I claim I got it. The test said I didn't, but that being sick when I went on my walks changed my gait.
Oh, wow.
And the watch notified me.
Interesting.
That. Yeah. So like anything can. I think what he said is 99% correct. I think it would be hard to fake that. I just don't like saying impossibilities of these kind of things. Well, do I think someone would bother to do that? Probably not.
Well, here's what else he said.
Right.
He made some detailed plaster casts, and what he noted was the dermal ridges was skin-like texture on the toes.
Right. Now that is much, much harder to fake.
He said the toes splayed in deep mud. So the area where there was not deep mud, more uniform. Deep mud, splayed.
Yeah. So it definitely wasn't just a carving.
You're definitely creating something that then independently moves.
Yeah.
A clear shift in weight distribution as if the creature limped on the malformed foot. So not only is he creating a foot that looks like it's messed up, but the other one looks like it's compensating for the one that's screwed up.
Right. And they're both kind of meaty because they've got the texture of it in their movement.
Right.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not arguing with him. It's just impossible. That's a tough word to put on there.
He also said over 100 consecutive footprints, all consistent in stride and injury pattern. He calculated that the creature weighed in over 800 pounds based on the depth and the stride.
Oh, man, that's what I weigh.
Dang, you're like a Bigfoot, Nick.
I know. My feet are 17 inches long, too, and I don't dare show them. That's why I need those special shoes.
Well, and the tough part is, of course, skeptics, they pointed to Marks and they said, Marks was already controversial. It's the first thing they said. Because, you know, he's a Bigfoot guy. It'd be like us going to the Hinsdale House or the Wildwood Sanitarium in September. And all of a sudden we say, well, found some ghosts. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to
immediately be skeptical of us.
They're like, oh, these are the ghost guys. Of course they found a ghost. Duh. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. The scientific counterpoint, though, it's pretty strong. If Marks did fake the tracks, he would have need to have created an anatomically knowledged clubfoot footprints
out of some kind of meat,
out of some sort of meat that shifted with weight and in different terrains. So very muddy, not muddy enough. He would also need the ability to walk a mile in snow with some form of a prosthetic without making one single mistake.
Right. Without falling over or anything like that.
Because there was no inconsistencies. There was no duplicate impressions, just one continuous biometrically consistent trail.
Yeah. I'm on board for that. I think I think this is something.
And on top of that, it went through snow, mud, and brush.
I wonder if they found any like hairs or anything along the way.
It doesn't say that. Now, there was 3 theories, what people call fringe theory files. That's what I call these. For anyone that doesn't know, on my podcast, I do the main story, which is kind of what we do. This is a smaller version of it. I typically do a skeptical side, the believer side. Then I do what's known as the fringe theory. These are the fringe theories. Theory 1, a mutated relic hominid. So basically, what do they call that? Gigantopithecus, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Gigantopithecus.
So they're saying something like that's limping around on one injured foot.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that maybe it was foraging near humans during the wintertime. That's one theory.
If it's injured, it would make sense that would be what it would go for.
Yeah,
Easier
for
food
sure.
Source.
100%. Theory 2, a man in a custom prosthetic. That's hard pressed for me. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that would be incredibly difficult if it's even possible.
Correct. Third one was a government experiment, a failed hybrid cryptid or altered primate released and abandoned. Now, this one is especially popular on what I call the late night forums. So like Reddit and stuff like that. That's what a lot of them say.
World News, Bat Boy crowd.
Right. Oh, man. I don't know.
Okay, I got a follow-up question with that. And maybe you know it, maybe you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that one particularly popular?
They didn't say.
Just a guess.
Here's what. Okay, I'm going to try to be as nice as I can to Reddit because I do like Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit generally has a special breed of people. At least that's what I've ran into in Reddit.
Right.
And they want to almost breathe. They want to live and breed conspiracy theories.
Right.
Doesn't matter what it was. Look at that cloud's white. I bet that's a government cover up. You know what I'm saying? So
I think Reddit, like certain segments of Reddit are like the adult version of 4chan.
Kind of. Yes, I would agree with that.
A lot of those people grow up and they don't disappear. They go to the weird parts of Reddit.
I would agree with that 100%. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Here's one thing I will say, though. If it is a rare Bigfoot case where the evidence is, in our case, more than like a blurry photo or a video or, this one has a whole bunch of casts for 1,000 yards. That's a big deal. Think about it. Football field's 100 yards here in America. Rack up 10 of those with perfect footprints from one all the way to the end. That's hard for me to believe. And the fact that it was snow and mud and brush and like,
never fell over.
Never a double print. Like, dude, I can't do anything without screwing it up at least once.
Yeah. Like if you were wearing something on your feet, you'd probably tip over at least once.
Dude, I put boots on and do that.
Yeah.
Now think about, you got a deformed foot on the bottom of your foot. Good luck.
You've got to favor it in a certain way.
And your toes are webbing out when it's going into mud.
Yeah. And you can't really reach out and touch anything because that will give it away or
correct.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah,
something to the story.
That would be rough. That would be rough to fake.
See, I wish we would have covered a story like this when we first started going into like Bigfoot, because then I'd be like, oh, there's something to it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm happy we got it now because this is like, I'm super into this right now.
Yeah, me too. I've gotten that's why I'm super excited. I want to see with this new episode that's coming out, season 8. I want to get to the point to where we get there to that point and then, try to, there's no way I'm going to be able to go through 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Or 3 seasons by the time it comes out in August. It's July 21st when we record this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm just hoping in this current week, maybe I'll be able to get through season 2.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. Well, this week's going to be tough. I'm releasing my podcast and this podcast this week. This week's a tough one just for that reason alone. And then our
tough weeks are opposite.
Yes.
Because every second week I've got to work late. And it seems to be the opposite of the one that you do.
Yes. Now I do have what's it called? An interview, the system that we use. I have an interview that I did this last Thursday. Mm-hmm. And I've got to chop that one up. I'm not ready to release a name on that one yet. That was a pretty big one.
Don't give anything away, but how did it go?
Very good. I have to be very careful because 1/4 of it I probably cannot release on YouTube. let's put it this way. We drop a few names in there. I would love to release the full interview, but I know I'd get in trouble on YouTube.
Hang on to it, and we'll have like an X-Files that people can dig through one day.
That'd be cool. But I'll tell you this much.
YouTube, won't be on any of the media sites. It'll just be in a Dropbox or something that you can dig through.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Someday.
I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea. It was 3 hours and I think 20 minutes. And we talked a little bit before it and a little bit after it.
Oh, wow.
We covered a lot of things. And it's very interesting. I did talk to him about the fact that we was going on a ghost tour in September. We're going to do our little investigation. And he said we were crazy. He's probably not wrong.
That's the most common thing that I get told when I tell people about this.
Well, this guy's like, kind of a specialist. Kind of a specialist. He would know.
Well, we're a specialist in crazy. So
that is true.
I don't want to hear any of that from anyone because we know all about being crazy.
Well, for anyone that doesn't know, behind me is kind of, I don't think I've told Nick about this. This was a purchase that I did. I purchased for our trip a honeytone. This, for anyone that doesn't know, when you do EVPs, electric voice phenomena for ghost hunting, typically use a device like this. This is an S box. And what an S box does is basically when you turn it on, I'm sure most of you guys, if you watch any ghost shows or anything like that, when you have something like this, what happens is when you turn it on is it cycles through stations. Xbox. So it goes like
Xbox.
It kind of did sound like that, but it's S as in sandbox.
Oh.
But you got the sound, right? And then what you do is you tell it to skip, and it's going to skip at a certain cycle. And then what you do is you look for the words in between all of the skips. So like, let me see here. So like right now it's doing it. So. So that's literally what it sounds like. And then what they say is if a ghost talks, sometimes it talks in between. Well, I don't want to sit there and listen to the, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So you plug this into this, and then it takes out all the, and it only brings the words in, and it might be like, rawr, yeah. So
it's a cat.
It could be. But I was building one of these, and what's amazing is I bought this fabricated. I was building one. They use the same freaking thing I did. Look at that.
That's your guitar pedal, ain't it?
Yeah. I was like, dang, they used the same one as me on that one.
Isn't that funny?
So yeah, that's totally what I was going to use. So we got a honeytone now. I'm going to be using that.
Nice.
But what happens is you plug this device into this, and then when you turn it all on, it takes out all that white noise. Right. And then if there's an actual voice that comes through, it comes through directly on this. So.
Oh, that'd be much better because I find that annoying a little bit.
Oh, I find it extremely annoying.
Yeah.
Now the cool thing is I can still this EVP box. It has a it has a memory card in it, so it records whatever it is that I want it to record. And then we pick up something. We can go back later and listen to what it sounded like without using this.
Okay.
So we'll have both versions of it. So kind of stoked about that. That's kind of dope.
Yeah, that's going to be neat.
Yeah. So far, I think we've got 95% of everything we got. We got our 4K static cameras 3 weeks ago. So we've got those ready to go. I've got all the audio equipment. I've got the video equipment already. Some of the old stuff, the cassettes, we got the video recorder that uses the micro, whatever they call those, micro cassettes. So,
yeah. The old analog stuff. They're not going to beat that.
I did find this also. I bought this a long time ago. It's a full HD, but it uses night vision.
Oh, neat.
So
I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, fully night visioned. So, yeah, super curious about that too. I don't know. We're going to be we're not going to be camera poor, that's for sure.
No. Have you got ghost traps like the Ghostbuster has?
So I do. 100%.
Vacuum these guys up.
100%. Listen, we're going to be picking ghosts up for days, Nick, for days.
That's right. Ectoplasm everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm super stoked about it. We're going to see. It was funny, though, because when I was talking to you, what was it? Last week, I think. And you said something that kind of shocked me a little bit.
What's that?
You said, after watching all this Bigfoot, big feet stuff, maybe we should go on a ghost or a Bigfoot expedition instead of a ghost hunt.
Bigfoot hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to book anything for that other than your travel.
Well, they do got people that does it.
Yeah. We could just run off into the woods.
Nick trying to get us killed out here.
You know what? If you're not taking a risk, you're not living.
You know how many people take some risks and then they end up on an episode of 411?
Right. But everyone who doesn't, they're living.
Living. That's right.
Living.
I don't know.
What does not kill you makes you stranger.
You might not be wrong. No,
I think I'm right on that.
I don't know.
I think I'm around that. So after getting into all this, I'd heard rumors of this before.
Okay.
There was just one occurrence of Bigfoot sightings that I could find around, and they're near my old hometown. I think it was 1995.
Okay.
This was the year that don't quote me on the year. If anyone hears this who's from this area, there was one year, I think it was 1995, where they expanded the exhibition grounds. Like, where they have those old fairs, like it's got all the farmers who has the biggest vegetables. It's got the animal barns. Like, it's not an exhibition with rides and stuff.
Yep.
But it's like log rolling, the Queen's pageant, all that kind of stuff. Well, they expanded the exhibition or the fairgrounds out deeper into the woods there.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to make a horse ring and that kind of thing. And the year that they did that, there were 5 separate sightings of what people were calling Sasquatch.
Okay.
But they were saying they were like 11 feet tall, these things. Like, that seems excessive even for Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
On 5 different occasions, 5 different groups of people saw them heading towards the road and then back across that field that they cleared for about, I'd say, a month and a half. And then they never saw them again.
Well, here's what I found, because I did a little bit of research.
Yeah.
I wanted 50 of the most credible accounts of Bigfoot. That's what I asked for. And for anyone that doesn't know, I'm AI friendly. I sent a freaking AI agent out to figure all this out. Like an hour later, it came back.
T-1000.
Pretty much. It went and it pillaged and took. Okay.
Yeah.
Montana, BC, Canada, Tuba Inlet's what it's saying.
Okay.
That was the one we did the story on.
Right.
Washington, Ruby Creek, BC, Canada.
Oh, another one.
Micah Mount, BC, Canada.
Another one. Holy moly. Okay.
California, Washington, Nevada, New York, Pennsylvania, Washington, Washington, California, Washington, Oklahoma, Florida, Utah, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, interesting. I spent a lot of time living there.
From 2006 and in 2008 there.
I was there at that time.
And it was the Snell Grove Lake.
Not familiar with that. Does it say what city's closest to there?
Well, it says number 23. Let me go down to 23 because this will give me a short synopsis of what it is. Since it's your home area, or your old home area, a remote fly-in fishing cabin in Snell Grove Lake, Northern Ontario.
Oh.
It became the site of 2 eerie incidences. In 2006, the cabin owner and friends reported a late-night pounding on the walls and later found a 17-inch muddy footprint on the deck. In 2008, they returned with a documentary crew, History Channel's Monster Quest, and re-experienced aggression. Something hit the cabin, stole bait, and left blood and hair on a board with screws that they had set as a trap.
Oh.
The screws indeed tore out flesh of whatever was reaching in. The team collected the tissue and the hair and sent it for DNA testing. The initial DNA testing result was stunning. A lab in New York reported a sample was near human primate, not 100% human, but with unknown markers.
Man, you would think that would be sufficient evidence that we'd want to look into this more.
This led to Monster Quest to cautiously suggest that they had Sasquatch DNA. Later, more rigorous analysis indicated the flesh was too degraded for a definitive sequence, though it was not from any known animal like a bear, a moose, or etc. The hair was determined to be primate, possibly human, under a microscope inspection. No one was injured, but camera crews failed to capture the culprit. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. The thing with the degraded DNA, there must be something about it that degrades quickly.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because like a little droplet of blood that you can't even see, they can do DNA testing on sometimes.
Or was it an excuse?
Right. That's where how I thought you were going to end that is like the lab lost the testing material or something like that. That's how I thought you were going to end that.
I'm surprised they didn't go with that. But they had that one, then Florida, Washington again. Washington's a heavy state for it.
I guess so.
China, a lot in China. I wouldn't. Wow. Okay. Indonesia.
They got a lot of area where things can hide. Have you ever seen those vast expanses of mountains and gorges there?
I'm a dumb American, Nick. We don't do that kind of stuff.
I'll see if I can find something and show it to you, because you'll just be like, well, yeah, there's no way they're finding it in there. I watch a lot of like Chinese cinema when I was younger, so I know a bit about this stuff.
Where's Nepal at? What is that?
That's in it's sort of like a Tibet kind of area.
Oh, okay.
Like mountains and stuff like that.
Interesting. I always said if I have to go out of the U.S., I'm probably in trouble.
You don't have any desire to leave the U.S. at all?
No. The only place that there's 2 places I'd really love to see. And above and beyond that, I don't have an interest for anyone else.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Wales and look at the old castles. And
check
Egypt
out that picture.
And go to the pyramids. That's the 2 spots I would love to go.
Good too.
Dude, that looks like a death trap. No wonder I didn't know anything about this.
They're not going to find a Bigfoot in there at all. There's things living on the top of that stuff that probably no one's ever seen before.
Dude, that's nuts. I would never. Right. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's not happening. Nope. Indonesia, Australia,
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam, Indonesia, Russia, Tanzania. I don't even know how to pronounce this one.
Mozambique?
Could be. I don't know. What is that? Where's that at?
I don't know exactly where that is, but I'm pretty sure it's Mozambique. Let's see. I know how to spell it.
Is that French? That would make sense if it's like a French accent. Because that QUE.
East Africa, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Mozambique, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's Africa.
Wow, okay. They got the big feet in Africa too.
So
look at that.
Big feet are everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Which would make a lot of sense. Their journey across the world would match ours, really.
Yeah, which makes sense. But how would they get across the ocean, Nick?
Do you believe in Pangea?
Well, yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
You used to be able to just traipse across the top parts there.
Should be able to. I mean, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right?
Used to be able to. I mean, we didn't do it very much, but they did.
we were not quite skilled enough for that.
No. But I mean, that's one way that people spread out. Like, well, that's how there was natives over on this side when we thought the whole world was this side, right?
That's true. That's valid.
Yeah. Like they used to think the whole world was the places that Alexander the Great conquered. That wasn't even a chunk of the world that they were living on.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I don't know. It's nuts though. It's crazy to think that it's in that many spots. The last one was Florida, by the way, but that's all 50 of the different areas that have the most credible that AI found.
The stuff I hear about Florida, no one would even notice. You could be living right in Daytona.
It's because doggone Florida man.
I know. Florida man's a Sam Squanch.
They got all them doggone alligators out there. It's dangerous.
That's right. They just see them wrestling an alligator and like real old hillbilly backwoods stuff.
With their boats and stuff. It's crazy down there.
Yeah. The Sam Squanches down there have those pontoon boats and, they're just scooting through the forest and swamps.
Just making big moves. That's all it is.
Making big foot moves.
I don't know. This week on my podcast, I'm doing the episode on the Frogman. This one's actually coming out. And I tell you what,
heard it was popular last week on ours.
It was. People, they started tuning in. We noticed last week that y'all like hearing about Frogman and Bigfoot. That's what we learned.
Mm-hmm. Cryptids are very popular. The most popular one of all is definitely, I guess, in popular culture, even more than Bigfoot, Mothman.
Mothman's pretty popular. I feel like that one comes and goes, though.
Yeah. I think right now it's very popular because of some podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen some darn obscene shirts people wearing that have Mothman on it.
Obscene?
Oh, yeah. Like, one of them said, I sucked the Mothman something. And all I got was this t-shirt or something like that. Like I've seen some real obscene Mothman stuff.
This is what happens when you let the kids print t-shirts, man. Us older folks, we wouldn't do nothing like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. The only reason we didn't have shirts like that is you didn't have online print shops that you could use so easily.
You're probably right. I tell you though, it's always amazing to me. I did, it's kind of interesting because, as I do on my other channel,
mm-hmm.
I did a few different creations on, a lot of different things. I do want to bring up one of those that I did. I went on the TikTok machine for my other channel. Right. And Annabelle the doll, did you know that what is happening? Oh, yeah. It's traveling, right?
Annabelle's on a tour, and we got some false news before that I asked you about.
Oh yeah,
remember how I asked? Oh, I heard that Annabelle escaped, and
oh yeah, I knew that was
right
fake.
From the horse's mouth. That one wasn't fake, but I heard another thing happened, which is why I think you're going to tell me.
What's that?
About someone passing away connected to it?
Dude, okay, so you're going to get me fired up here. So, there's okay, cover your kids' ears for just this is the Bert disclaimer.
We're not explicit, keep in mind.
Right.
Unless you want to do a lot of beeping.
Yeah. So, this one has pissed me off. That's not where I was going with this, but
okay.
It really very rarely do I get pissed off about stuff. Yeah. This one torqued me off.
Oh boy.
Here's what okay. So I wasn't going to go on this, but let's go ahead and go. We're here now. So
well, it's too late now. We got to talk about it now.
Dan Riviera, which is a part of Nesper. Nesper is the group that Lorraine and Ed Warren started. The New England Society for Paranormal
Research.
Yes, research.
Isn't it research? Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like we're missing a letter. Anyway, so he was a part of Nesper. He was a big part of it.
Right.
He passed away. The guy, he was 50, I think 54, 53, 54.
He's quite young.
Quite young. He had a heart attack.
Right.
And passed away unexpectedly.
Yeah. Not related to this at all, I'm assuming.
No. God, no. But the thing that pisses me off, the guy had a family.
Right.
Everyone's going and creating videos. They're creating all this thing about Annabelle and what happened to him. It pisses me off because this is a human being. Like, if you want to create content about Annabelle and whatever, leave people's lives out of it.
Right.
You know, if you're this person's wife and you want to grieve and deal with the passing of your husband that passed way too soon, 54 is young.
Oh, yeah. Very young.
But you've got to wake up every day to people creating videos about a doll that killed your husband.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. And if you create that, I don't care if you get pissed off at me or not. If you're creating that content, just shut your channel down. That's ridiculous. There's very few things that, like, I understand freedom of speech and we got the beauty of that and yada, yada. This is someone's life. They lost their life too soon. Let's not create content around that stuff.
It's real easy to think of things not in terms of people, but as in terms of something nebulous out there that, like, we dehumanize people when it comes to news and stuff sometimes.
100%. But I think the thing that pisses me off is they're trying to use it as clickbait. You know, it's like if we have nothing else to create content on than trying to create clickbait and stuff like that. Here's the thing. Everything could align to this doll doing whatever, and I still would not create content on it. I deliberately, in fact, this is what I was going to talk about. I had to find it. It took me a second to find it. Or no, this isn't what I was looking for. I'm still on the wrong one.
Well, the reason I brought it up is because you recently did an interview with someone who is very much able to debunk this nonsense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he had already helped with debunking the previous one, and this one he would have said something if he would have thought.
Oh, for sure. And he's been deliberately quiet on this. I've noticed that because I did look to kind of see what was going on. And in fact, when I was looking for stories to create content around this last week, this did come up that people was looking for content created around this. And I'm like, that's kind of disgusting. That's how I looked at it.
Ambulance chasing is what it is.
Exactly what it feels like. I don't know. I didn't like it. It made me very uncomfortable. I don't know. That's all I want to say about that. It pissed me off.
Yeah.
But
so what did you find that you wanted to say about this?
Well, I thought this was extremely interesting, and I created a video around this. I still haven't found the damn thing. Where's it at? Here it is. Found it. as you can tell, I wasn't quite ready for this. But Annabelle the doll, it arrived in Gettysburg this summer. So just recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same day, people online started claiming that the entire 911 system in Pennsylvania crashed.
Really?
Correct. Now, when I researched this, there was no official reports, no press releases, just people talking on like TikTok and Facebook about it a little bit. So I created a video and I said, oh, it's inconclusive and blah, blah, blah. And so I put it out there and I said, hey, if anyone was affected by this, definitely let me know because I'm super curious. I want to know if there's something to it. And on the TikTok machine, people did comment. Let's see here. This person said this person got a notice and they live in Gettysburg. So in Gettysburg, you know how maybe not in Canada, but in the US, we get our phones pop up and it's like a red alert, just meep. And then you look at it and they give you like information in your area. Big Brother's always
like
watching.
Emergencies and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that. So
they had it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got so many comments on this video. It'll take me a second here. Here's another one that says that they received a 911 notice. They live 30 minutes from Gettysburg in PA and got an alarm on the phone saying 911 emergency systems are shut down. Another person, 911 did go down in the whole state.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say it. Someone else lived in Gettysburg, received a notice.
Mm-hmm.
Now the funny thing is I post videos like this.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to talk about the freaking dolls, you know?
Right.
And all the people in my comments are like, I'm sorry, no negative energy. I'm sorry. Like they're apologizing to the doll.
Yeah. To the doll?
To the doll. Like the doll's going to go to my profile and be like, oh, it's a good thing little Billy said he's sorry. I was going to curse him tonight.
Oh, my goodness. This is nonsense. This is getting out of control.
This is what me and Chris McKinnell talked about.
Right. On the same topic,
mm-hmm.
I work in technology and security and the internet and stuff like that.
Yep.
Telephony systems or telephony systems, however you want to say it. Telephony is what we say.
Mm-hmm.
Go down all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I believe it was Cloudflare was having issues at that time. So I wouldn't blame this on the doll at all.
No.
I don't see a connection.
Just possibly interesting timing, potentially. I don't know. Super interesting, though. But there was a few comments that I did delete off. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to cover more on the damn thing, and I refuse. That is not. I have zero. May God rest his soul. Thoughts and prayers to the family.
Yeah,
that's not what my channel is about. And it could literally everyone could point to evidence saying that this is what it is, and I would still refuse to do something on it.
Right.
There's a line in the sand that I won't cross, and that's one of them. There's very few things.
It's a fresh wound for some people, and it's not.
Even if it was 5 years from now, even if it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, I wouldn't have an interest in doing something like that because, we want to. I think you said it earlier, and you said it in a very easy way for anyone to understand. We're still human.
Mm-hmm.
And when we forget about other humans in the pursuit of creating content that how many people is going to see 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000?
Well, it depends on the size of your reach,
But here's the thing. Even if it goes viral and you get 1 million, 1.5 million, okay, you made a little bit of money, but at what expense?
Yeah. Like you can't take it back.
When you can't take them back. You can't take words are like bullets. You can't take them back once they leave.
Right.
And I I find it disgusting. There's very few things I find disgusting, but I find that it got to me. The very few things that people request of my channel get to me, and that's one that really, really got to me.
Right.
And I deleted all those comments. I'm sorry if you think I'm a butthole for it, but I just...
it's your channel. You can do what you want.
Exactly. That's the way I saw it.
You don't have to explain that to anyone.
Well, the human has to come first for me. There's
right.
It's like when we started our podcast, we had very few rules. The rules was no politics, no religion, and we try to be mindful of other people's feelings. That's why we always say we're creating a safe space. We're creating a space, a safe space for people to come and be able to provide their stories and have no judgment for it. But in the same regard, we have to understand there's rules above and beyond that kind of guide within the proximity of all that too, right? Like if we're doing stories that hurt somebody else or their family or whoever it may be, I just don't want to cover it because I don't know. I don't want to be like every other channel that does that right now.
Yeah. I just don't want to touch human tragedy. Like we've got a huge mystery that's been going on here for 2 years and have not brought it up on here. But I'm sure a lot of people who listen to it, if they think of Nova Scotia and a mystery that's going on, they'd have heard news about it. I bet you've even heard news about it.
You and I've talked about it. You and I've talked about it off the podcast. We determined that it's too close to the line of human beings.
Yeah. Like if we didn't cover it right, or if we did anything, which would be very easy to do accidentally, that harmed the people involved or the investigation, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself for that. So I just don't want to cover it at all.
Yeah. Like I say, there's very few things that we will step away from the mic on and go, no, we're out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's people's feelings are attached to these things, and I can't sleep at night knowing that people's clicking based on a story that I didn't want to tell. And there's not enough money for me to do that on.
We don't need to. There's a trillion stories throughout human history that we got no problem telling. We're never going to run out of stories.
No.
We don't have to chase ambulances. We don't have to harm active investigations. We don't have to hurt people's families.
Correct. But thank you to everyone on my TikTok that did not ask me to cover that part of that. Because
you good folks.
Use the good folks. You guys are the real ones. I don't know.
But even the people who are asking about it, they're probably just not thinking about the consequences.
Well, that's the thing. They want to know the story and they want to understand it. But what they don't understand is it's attached to a live human being that lost their life.
It's not your story to hear right now. You'll hear it when they want you to hear it.
Correct. The family, if they came out and they was like, we think this thing happened.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Then I could be like, okay, well then, you're kind of given a green light at that point. I don't think they would. But if they did, then I can understand. And I've seen these videos that came out talking about this. And I'm like, I'm not watching it. I'm not clicking on it. I don't want that in my brain. I just don't want it.
Yeah. Satan, get thee behind us.
That's right. Not today, devil.
Not today, devil. And if you're just tuning in, I'm not a religious folk. I just like to say stuff.
You just like saying it. Yeah. For sure. Well, Nick, we got to open.
Oh, yeah.
We got to open. I've got mine ready. I've not opened it yet.
I've only got left and right now.
That's what I've got. I've got left and right.
What do you want?
Give me left.
All right. I'll take right from you.
Perfect. Easy peasy.
You want to go first?
Either one of us. We're both ready. You can go. I'll let you go.
Now you go first. You go first.
I'm still trying to open mine, Nick.
Oh, okay. You want me to go first then?
You might go first. Yeah, it's taking me a second to open mine.
All right. Who do you think I got today?
You know what? I'm going to go with Will again.
All right. Let's see what we got. I always think Vecna.
And we're doing, for the record, anyone that doesn't know, we're doing a Stranger Things figure open for Nick. We do this every week.
Rip off.
What? 2 of the same thing?
I got 2 Joyces. Unfair.
That is unfair, Nick. They scammed you.
That last one's Joyce. I'm going to have a flip out on live.
So I've got the Stranger Things season 4 set of cards. The trailer came out this week. Did you end up taking an opportunity to see that, Nick?
I did. The runtime of every episode came out. Did you see that?
No, I did not see that.
The shortest single episode is like 2 hours and 15 minutes, not including commercials.
Oh, that's
and the last episode is more than 3 hours.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think if you add it all up together, it is something like almost a whole day of watching.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
good though.
It's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out in 3 parts, and each part's longer than a regular movie.
Here's the thing: they've been keeping us waiting for like 19 years, Nick.
Once I saw the runtimes on these, I'm like, kind of makes sense, because how long do we wait for a single movie sometimes?
Yeah, that's true. I'll give it to you. That's true. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not happy about it.
So first things first. Come on, focus not on me. Focus on the cards. There we go. This one says, "Capture us, freak." This is those kids when they were chasing them down, the school kids or whatever.
The bad boys.
The bad boys. Yeah, so that's that one. We're hoping for an autograph, folks. That's what we want. This one is Nerds and Freaks. I think we've already had this card.
That sounds familiar. That looks familiar, actually.
Yeah, Nerds and Freaks. I feel like we've seen that.
I think that's in the cafeteria, isn't it?
Just outside the school.
Oh, okay.
This one's going to be really hard to see. It's Vecna's Curse, and it's kind of hard to see. I'm kind of pointing towards the light.
How many cards are called Vecna's Curse?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they did that a lot.
We had 2 last pack, and they were different.
We had this one too. This one is Nancy Wheeler. Kind of hard to see.
Nobody deviates from the plan, no matter what.
Which they always deviate from the plan.
That's what we say at the beginning of every episode, and we always deviate from the plan.
1,000%. This, I feel like we had this one too. Hops is alive is what it says.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
And the last card is
autograph.
The bald eagle. We already had that one too. We're getting cheated, Nick.
Man, the first pack was the best one. It's not been really much since then.
Last week's was the best one, Nick.
Oh,
because last one had the holographic.
Yeah. These have been a letdown. I've opened 2 and got the same one both times, and not even a cool one.
You know, I'm curious about something, Nick. I'm gonna do a little curious now. Before we end this episode, I want to look at something.
I think we should open one more anyway, then I can go buy more. What do you think?
Do you want to open the last ones?
Yeah, let's do it. Because if it's Joyce again, I'm going to freak out, and I don't want to do that next time.
That's what it is. Nick is trying to remain calm.
Oh, okay. No, we're good. We're good.
I'm still going with Will.
No, it's Lucas.
Dang it. I do like Lucas, though.
I do like Lucas, too. There we go. So that's not going to focus.
It's crazy that you got 2 in the last one, though.
That is so many.
That's nuts.
You know what? I'm going back to the classic movie monsters. That's what I liked.
I do like that. I'm looking right now before I open mine because I'm really curious. What do we call those? What do you call those? Surprise?
Mystery bags or blind boxes.
Blind boxes. I like that.
That's the real word. Yeah.
Blind box. I want to see if is this what I'm looking for? No.
People who watch the YouTube probably, maybe they notice this, maybe they don't. But when we get towards the end of the episode, after we've opened our boxes, I kind of make faces into the camera. And I'll tell you what's behind that in case anyone's been wondering. When I had the old camera, it made my teeth look not white.
Yeah.
And I'm smiling into the camera to make sure, because now that I've got a good camera, my teeth look white again. And I was always like, man, I take good care of my teeth. Like, why do they look like that on camera? It was the camera and the lighting.
Doggone camera lighting, man. I'm looking now. What I really want to see, and I don't see one, I'm going to do some research on this. What I'm thinking is, here might be something. I want to see if there's like a cryptid version of these.
Oh, man, that'd be wild.
That would be absolutely wild. I found one now called City Cryptid, but I don't think that's what we're looking for.
City Cryptid?
Yeah, that's what it says. Introducing the City Cryptid Dunny Blind Box. I don't know. Here's like that company.
There's a Cryptkins Cryptid Blind Box from Hot Topic.
From Hot Topic?
Yeah, this is what we should be having.
What is it? You got me interested now.
It's like all the actual cryptids like Loch Ness Monster, Mothman.
How'd you find
Bigfoot, Yeti. I just typed in Cryptid Blind Box.
That's what I typed.
They're all like baby versions of them.
I mean, I wouldn't care about that per se.
No, I like it.
But it didn't. Hot Topic. I think I found him right here. I had to scroll a little bit.
Just in case I'm going to.
They're out of stock.
Of course. Well, I ain't got a Hot Topic near me anyway.
Well, they ship. US, they ship, but they're out of them.
I've got a ton of Hot Topic points because I got a bunch of Art the Clown shirts when I was in Toronto last time. And they gave me a ton of points for that.
Well, anyway, I got one more of these left. Okay. This one's going to have the autographs, folks. 100%.
Fingers crossed. Uh-oh.
For you audio listeners, that was the look of disgust. Dr. Brenner. I'm pretty sure we've had Dr. Brenner before.
Yeah, we've had him. He's made a couple appearances.
What have you done? I know we've seen this card before. Also, Dr. Brenner. Son of a Nevada. We've definitely seen this card before.
Boy. Not good. I think you should go for blind boxes next time.
I know. This one is a doggone Demogorgon. There is no escape.
Yeah, we haven't got a lot of that.
No, first Demogorgon.
I like that.
Anything on the back of this? On the back of it's got a little Demogorgon information. Kind of interesting.
Without too much Demogorgon information.
And then we've got 11. Have we had 11 yet? Like this?
Not
like
once.
Our actual character card?
Nope.
And the last card is good old Mike. No autograph, folks.
One more holograms.
But that's
our current batch. It took us a long time to get through that. I'm going back to Movie Monsters.
I'm going to try to find a cryptid thing. I'm going to look. I'm going to see if I can find like some type of mystery, something with cryptid related. I think that would be fun.
The funny thing is I'm getting all this stuff and I'm just going to give it away to people afterwards. I don't want to keep this stuff. I'll keep my Movie Monsters.
There you go.
But like everything else, the It things, the Stranger Things, they're going to someone else.
That makes sense. Hey, give it to someone who loves it.
I just want to open stuff. I love it. I'm addicted to it, man.
Well, what do y'all say? No matter where you're listening, no matter where you're only watching one place, but did you enjoy this week's episode? Do you like cryptid talk? Do you enjoy any of the stories, 911 stories, all that stuff? That's what I want to know. Wherever you're listening to the podcast, please be sure to give a thumbs up. Also, wherever you're listening, make sure that you subscribe. That way we can get a little bit of attention. The big thing is comment something. Just be like, Bert, Nick, listen, you guys are crazy. Here's what I think. Here's what I think you guys got going on. Yeah. But next week, we got to have, I need blind boxes, Nick, so I'm going to have to find something before we get back here.
It's time to shop again. Oh,
time to do a little shopping. But until we see you in the next podcast, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was a good one.
I never know what to do at the end.
That's the best part, Nick.